Yes.
Yes, with all the love.
Show enough all the way live. I like that song.
Me too. Hey, family and friends, welcome to Story Time.
Was that Mr. Rogers?
I don't know. Could be.
I don't know what
I'm
that
a whole
was.
lot of sleepy, y'all.
That's what that is.
It's
the sleepy.
And I took a nap.
And you took a nap and you sleepy. Okay.
I don't
Anyway, welcome to Story Time. Story Time. Story Time.
Good to see y'all. Hallelujah. Good to see y'all.
Who's this?
I'm Bonnie G in the place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I just want to be present. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Nishan.
AKA Auntie Shani, as we sprinkle it and season it from the top. You see that? Mm-hmm.
And this one over here.
Come on, kids. Y'all help me say it, okay? She is none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat.
Bump.
That's right. Auntie
Yes,
Shelly
yes.
on the beat.
Come on.
It is the bump for us.
Yes, it is. Thank you for joining us for the 4th day of the week.
That's right.
Like I said, I don't go for the like or the subscribe, but all of that. But really, get somebody to, sit in and get what you getting, because we getting some good stuff. Yes, we're getting it while you're getting it too, and we're getting it from
the C0ryTim3. C0ryTim3 Bible.
She's tired, y'all.
I am. I'm trying to wake up. All right.
Just the C0ryTim3.
Yeah, it's just the C0ryTim3, but right. But you can purchase it on C0ryTim3.net, not C0ryTim3.com, because you ain't gonna find it, okay? But what you don't want to do is pay full price for it. Don't do that. I don't care how tired you are in life. Don't pay full price for the C0ryTim3 Bible, okay? Don't do that. There's a story time discount for you. That's right. After when you pick all the books you want to get, go ahead and discount, scroll down to discount, and put story time. Remember, the O in story time is actually a 0, and the E in the word time is actually a 3 as a reminder as we're going back to the covenant. Shout out to the covenant tea. It is a good little tea, okay? Serves a purpose.
Serves a real good purpose. All right, so we're going to be reading from the book of Isaiah. Yeshayahu is his Hebrew pronunciation.
Well, that's his name. Get the people that name back.
Okay,
sometimes it's hard to
Isaiah's Yeshayahu is right.
Okay.
All right. But be in the room, okay? Come in the room while she's reading this, because he's talking to you.
Hello.
Okay? Be
All
present.
right, so we're coming from the 56th book, and we're going to be reading verses 4 through 8. For thus says Yahuwah unto the eunuchs that guard my Sabbaths, and choose the things that please me, and take hold of my covenant. Even unto them will I give in my house and within my walls a place and a name better than of sons and daughters. I will give them an everlasting name that shall not be cut off. Also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to Yahuwah, to serve him and to love the name of Yahuwah, to be his servants, everyone that guards the Sabbath from polluting it and takes hold of my covenant, even them will I bring to my holy mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their ascending smoke offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted upon my altar. For my house shall be called a house of prayer for all people. Wow. This is a good one because it's calling to the people that are going to be engrafted.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
And keeping that Shabbat is so important. That's like a condition.
Yes, it is. It is a condition.
That's a condition.
Not like it is a condition.
Yeah. Yep.
And all you got to do is love his name. Mm-hmm. Just love my name.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the Sabbath.
Yeah.
I mean, what Hasatan requires, he kill some folks. You know, he like blood sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's some more
stuff. You got to do a whole bunch of tomfoolery and trickery.
Mm-hmm. And when we were in church, it was always the Christian Sabbath.
Yeah.
So that means it's not Yahuwah's Sabbath.
Right.
And but they keep, it's not Christian. Well, do you know who the Christians are? Like, come on. That means it ain't the right one.
Ain't it? It ain't it.
You don't got the right one, baby.
Cute.
All right. So
All
we're
right.
in
We
fourth
are in
Ezra.
the 4th book of Ezra, and y'all, Ezra is helping us out here in 2022. Okay. I don't know if Auntie Shirley want to do a whole recap because a whole lot went down yesterday.
A lot
Yes.
transpired.
A whole lot of
Yes.
yeah, a lot.
Because basically he is telling Ezra and us what happens once your soul leaves your body.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my. Did y'all get that question that I posed on our chat? We have a story time chat.
No,
So yesterday, what's up, Ranky? So yesterday, and Auntie Cousin Sheila, good to see you, and Auntie Cammie, and those that are not in the chat. Chat. Good to see y'all. So yesterday, I posed a question today, because we were in story time, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, am I not supposed to be praying this? The question was, and you guys can give me your views too if you do this, but I normally pray every day. We have prayer call Monday through, whatever. Anywho, on a prayer call, part of my prayer is, Father, forgive the sins for our forefathers, forgive us as we, take on this day. Are we not to pray
because we
forgiveness for our forefather? Because yesterday, once we learned, he said no.
Once they're gone, ain't nothing we can do.
Right? Yeah, and that was something that I always pray. And then this morning, it hit me like, wait a minute. Doing prayer, I was like, Father, forgive the sins of our forefathers. And I was like, what?
Yeah, it would have to be in the context of community, like that caused us to err this way.
Gotcha.
Like because since we didn't know any better at first, our ancestors caused us to call him the name of Yeshua.
Yeah.
But that's still not praying for them, because we can't pray for their sins.
We can't intercede for them because they're gone.
Because they're whatever is gonna happen to them, as soon as they breathed out, they did that last exhale.
That's it.
That was it.
Wow. I was like, oh,
pray for their sins to be forgiven.
So basically, we can use it as I understand that our forefather, we know that our forefathers sinned, but forgive us who are here.
Yes.
That can be more of
that followed in those footsteps or something like that.
Footsteps. Absolutely. See, we learned together.
Yeah.
I mean, I was always praying that prayer.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I mean, literally, you do, because you're on the call. But okay.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, sorry. But yeah, that's what we're learning about. What's going to happen. And we've learned that the righteous, we're going to be all right. We got angels guarding us.
Yes.
We're going to be in peace. But the unrighteous,
not so much.
Yeah, and that's the other thing we learned. We can't pray somebody out of that state they're in.
Yeah.
We cannot intercede for them.
Absolutely.
It goes back to in the latter part of the Bible when
let me turn you up.
When they were talking about the latter part.
That's good.
In the latter part of the Bible, Torah, so-called New Testament, where they talked about nullifying prayers. So you can't pray for somebody to, like you say, please save this person so that they can get married to my son or my daughter.
Yeah.
It's their free choice. So you can't pray a prayer. That's a witchcraft. You can't pray that prayer, and it's witchcraft to try to pray for someone for their will to turn.
I can see what you're saying.
It nullifies it. It cancels the prayer out.
Oh wow!
We're supposed to pray that they go to Yahuwah.
Yes, and let your will be done,
and let His will be done, whatever it is. But
not pray for them to come into your money or or okay,
oh, wow.
or even make them see, make them see. It's like they got it right in front of them to see. Help. What you can do is pray for their hearts to be softened and open, so that they
open their eyes.
Yes. Okay. See, and we're learning that together. Shalom, family. We're learning that together, and one of the things too is everybody had a choice. And as we ended story time, you said that preaches away the purgatory. That the Catholic teaches.
There's this place in the middle.
Yes, none of that. It's
No.
none of that. It's such a great vision, you know, to see illustration. I don't know.
Yeah, that
you
is
see.
illustration.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but it's that you see that, like, no, this person has everything. Either you choose life or you choose death. There is no gray area.
Nope.
And unfortunately and sadly, this world system that we have has led us to believe in the gray.
Yeah.
And that is such a deception because as we're learning and reading, we realize it's hell or it's Yahweh.
Yeah.
Choose ye this day whom you will serve.
Yep.
It's not
the
a middle
ongoing
ground.
theme all throughout.
It's black or white.
Yep. That's it.
You got to be either one.
Yep.
One or the other. There is
You
no
can't
middle.
be both.
You cannot be both.
It'll spit you out, okay?
And while we're on the subject of prayer, I don't know if you all saw Linda's post from that lady. She was Linda, when did you post it? I want to say you did it yesterday because I just saw it yesterday, but you could have did it before. Anyway, she was talking about because bringing it back to the forefathers. She was kind of talking about that, but she was also talking about like the things we've done because she was talking about how the doctors are really trying to, they're coming after us now and we've been giving them our blood.
Yes.
And she was like, they're using
DNA
that blood
ancestry.
as weapons. Yeah.
Yes.
Stop giving people your DNA. Stop giving them your blood. They're using it as weapons against you. She said, I believe that's what happened with Darby. They took his blood and used it as a weapon. How can we destroy him?
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yes.
And they're always, I know
yes.
pastors always asking for my blood. Remember I told y'all that time?
Yeah, they're constantly.
They told me I was anemic, but you want to take my blood? I'm anemic.
You need your blood. You don't.
Yes. I've never done that. I was never drawn to that. And it's crazy because they prey on the innocent. That's why they do blood drives in the schools.
Yes. Yeah. Because every time they went to like take my blood to test my thyroid, I'd be like, what's taking them so long? I looked down, they done took about 5 of them things. Yeah. Why y'all need all that blood? That's why I don't go no more.
Yeah.
I don't go no more. But she was saying that it's still your blood. It still answers to you. Like, remember how when Caleb he said, the blood is crying out. Blood is crying out to me. And she said, you can still call your blood. You could tell your blood, come back to me, or you could say, that's for my destruction, turn it on them. Use it for their destruction. Because they done did.
I did 2 sessions of Red Cross. The blood. I did one at the church that I used to go to, and then I did one on my own. That second one, it was a very spooky, creepy kind of thing. And I promised myself, I said, I'll never do this again. And they were like after me and on me. Come get blood. Come get platelets. Come get blood. Come get platelets. They offering me T-shirts and $15 gift certificate and all kind. I mean, they was like on me. They would even hide their number and then call me under a different number and be like, "Hi, we want to schedule your appointment. When will you be available to come to the?"
I've never.
I said, I know, but I'm not ever going back.
I mean, I've been to doctors and stuff like that, but me just like, I was like, that don't sound right. Why is it that during lunchtime you can go and give blood? That don't sound right.
You can. You sure can.
That was weird to me. But nevertheless, y'all.
Just a little tidbit.
You know what, Cousin James? I promise you.
He said,
Red Cross got me with the free donuts and juice. You know what? All the
working.
Believe
my gosh. My goodness, man.
Yeah, they do offer you sweets.
They do. To boost your energy.
But you think they give you something else because a bunch of sugar is bad for your blood.
Is.
Not for us, probably. Like, them Hebrews love sugar.
Offer them something free.
Right. She said, stop it, James.
So we're still in the chapter 7, but we're on verse 130.
Wow.
Yep.
There's 140 verses in this.
And we started on
chapter.
40 yesterday, so we was doing some reading.
We was doing some serious reading. Okay.
Let's see, where should we start?
Should we start at 130 or should we start at
127?
Okay.
Knowing that he's so this is the father answering Ezra to one of the questions that he had asked him.
All right, here we go. Then he answered me and said, "This is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as you have said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say."
Okay, real quick. Everybody's got to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Every person has to fight.
That's been born into this world has to fight.
Mm-hmm. Just which side are you fighting for?
It's what side you fighting for.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it said, if you be overcome it, then you want to go ahead. If you allow that thing to overcome you, drug addiction, whatever the case may be, then your end is your end.
Yes.
But if you allow Yahweh
to give you the
victory, because literally it's a choice. He gives, but it's up to you to receive it.
Yeah.
But many people want to choose what they receive from Yah.
Ooh,
and not realizing the good that comes with it. At least you know he ain't coming with trickery.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Or deceit. Half the time we'll offer something that's good and have deceit attached to it.
Yes.
But no matter what, we all have a fight. It's just who are you going to fight for?
We all have a fight. Who are you going to fight for?
Whose side you on?
Whose side you on? To the very end, though. Because you can start on this side.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Verse 29. Verse 129. For this is the life whereof Moshe spoke unto the people while he lived, saying, choose life, that you may live. Nevertheless, they believed not him, nor yet the prophets after him, nor me, which have spoken unto them, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to Yeshua or salvation. I answered then and said, I know, Yahuwah, that Al-Alyan is called merciful, in that he has mercy upon them which are not yet come into the world, and upon those also that turn to his Torah, and that he is patient and long suffers those that have sinned as his creatures, and that he is bountiful, for he is ready to give where it needs, and that he is of great mercy, for he multiplies more and more mercies to them that are present and that are past, and that also to them which are to come. For if he shall not multiply his mercies, the world would not continue with them that inherit therein. And he pardons, for if he did not so of his goodness, that they which have committed iniquities might be eased of them, the 10,000th part of men should not remain living. And being judged, capital J, if he should not forgive them that are cured with his word,
W, capital W,
and put out the multitude of contentions, there should be very few left for chance in an innumerable multitude.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So even us, who are righteous, we had to be forgiven and pardoned because we came to him, or we wouldn't even, when he says scarcely made it in.
We literally. Listen, we scarcely trying to stay in.
Yeah, right?
What was that you said? What was that you said? She said, the bride make it to the wedding.
Oh yeah, you want to make it to the fitting.
Yeah, I want to talk about the bridegroom, She
said, I want to maybe be able to make it to the dress fitting.
Hopefully, I mean, that we make, because life, who knows? You know what I'm saying? You make the wrong choice at the wrong time because of whatever, and you didn't even make it into the way.
Yeah.
So it's a real reality that we can get into things that we would have never saw.
Yeah.
It's nothing but his mercy
and
his grace that keep us making or continue making these mistakes. But yeah, girl, if I can make it to the 5th, Father, keep me. Okay? Listen, measure these hips, these waists, these arms. Okay?
But said, because if I got a dress, I'm showing up. I'm
present,
wearing this dress.
present, okay?
That's
back
what I'm
may
talking
back,
about.
back gonna be out. That's it.
Let's see.
Chapter 8. Right?
Yep,
Yeah.
chapter 8.
Chapter 8. And he answered me, saying, Al-Alyan has made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Y'all.
Many are called, few are chosen. But the beautiful thing is, the few can be 1 million people.
Yes, that's true.
The few can be
when
9
you
billion
think of
people.
all the people that have been here.
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
Yes. So in his definition, a few, don't get like, oh man, just a few. Who knows what his few is?
Yeah.
Just be a
don't
part
think
of that
our
number.
Few.
Yeah. Right. Where I teach the kid, few is a few, 3.
Yeah.
Few.
Yeah, just be in that number.
Be in that number.
When
many
the
are
saints go
called.
marching in.
Absolutely. But few are chosen, y'all.
Yeah. Wow.
That's good.
This book preaching today.
Yeah, it is. Verse 2. I will tell you a similitude, Ezra. As when you ask the earth, it shall say unto you, that it gives much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold comes of. Even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved. So mold is clay.
Yeah.
Clay is plenteous.
Yeah.
But gold, you got to it
it
ain't everywhere. Clay is everywhere though.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very true though, if you think about it, and not to put it out there, but there's tons of Christians. They're worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But those that seek his truth and know his truth is very few of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It is.
a few of us that don't, because depending on the connections you have, you got to be willing to let it all go.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he says, go sell all your stuff.
Yep.
And follow me.
Yep.
Depending who you are in your Christianity, life, or not even in Christianity, but even in your job, your corporate jobs and all of this stuff. Would you be willing to sell all your stuff to let go of your connections and follow the Most High, who you can't touch, but you got to believe? Mm-hmm. And not many of us can say yes to that.
That's just like someone that was born into royalty and all the things that come with it, but then they choose to give all of that away to go off the grid and live off the land.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of them.
That's what Yahweh did. That's what Yahweh did.
He absolutely.
Yep.
Wait. Oh, it says well. Okay, well. The powers that be are messing with the 3 offline, not connection back. They play too much.
Oh, so it's going in
with
house.
us.
Mm-hmm. Y'all just keep praying, because we can start all over tomorrow. We petty like that, y'all.
Yeah. Yep. Shoot, I marked where we started, so we sure can. If
they keep doing it.
That's right. All right, verse 4. So answered I, and said, swallow then down, O my soul, understanding, and devour wisdom. For you have agreed to give ear, and are willing to longer space than only to live. O Yahweh, if you suffer not your servant, that we may pray before you, and you give us seed unto our heart, and culture to our understanding, that there may come fruit of it, how shall each man live that is corrupt, who bears the place of a man? Wow.
This is just like when David said, bless Bless your house, oh my soul.
Oh my soul, yeah.
And there are times when you have to, he's doing the same exact, swallow then down, oh my soul, understanding.
Yes.
He's telling his soul
Wisdom,
to get all of
this
this
wisdom.
get this wisdom and get this understanding.
And get it inside
And get it inside of you.
Yes.
And that's something that we have to do. We have to be doing that. We have to make our soul. You better bless it. Command your soul.
Command it. Yeah.
You better bless it. I don't care what it looks like. You say thank you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to wake up today.
Yep. Wow.
You better do what Bonnie is doing right now. She said, self said, She said, you better wake up.
Right.
We got story time to do. You better
So
come to attention and wake up.
Wake up, because this is ministry.
She's awakened.
I would
Yes,
have
she
loved
is.
to stay asleep, but no man.
See, she told that, let's go.
Get up.
Verse 7. For you are alone, and we all one workmanship of your hands, like as you have said. For when the body is fashioned now in the mother's womb, and you give it members, your creature is preserved in fire and water, and 9 months your workmanship endures, your creature which is created in her. But that which keeps and is kept shall both be preserved. And when the time comes, the womb preserved delivers up the things that grew in it. He's speaking about more than just a woman developing a baby.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
basically talking about.
He needs to use that as an example.
Yeah, but he's talking about Yahweh himself.
Yeah.
But then also notice that he's using what the angel said, ask the pregnant woman.
Yeah.
Ask the pregnancy. See,
Can she
listen,
hold it?
so get this understanding. And now
Mhm.
he's addressing it in a proper context.
Oh, that's good. Verse 10, for you have commanded out of the parts of the body, that is to say, out of the breasts, milk to be given, which is the fruit of the breasts, that the thing which is fashioned may be nourished for a time, till you dispose it to your mercy. You brought it up with your righteousness and nurtured it in your Torah, and reformed it with your judgment. And you shall mortify it as your creature and quicken it as your work.
Wow.
Ooh, this is powerful.
That is so powerful. It's like we always say that we walk in Torah. It's like gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You stick it in the fire, y'all know that. But when you come out, it looks so pretty. And you can stop it right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you see some imperfections.
Yeah.
And you got to get that out.
Yeah.
But you could. Some people like, you know what? I look good. I look good. I'm cool.
What's not
But
here?
because he loves you so much, you go through these things because, and you be like, oh man, life, like FML. Y'all know what that means. And y'all doing all of this stuff. But he's like, I love you so much. And I still see some work in you. And I need you to get through this and go through this, because if you say you are my righteousness, if you say you are my Torah, then when life comes against you, it beat against what you say you are.
Yes.
And it makes yourself stronger.
Yes.
Y'all.
Most definitely.
That's good.
We need, and I'm not saying that we need to be overcome with the struggles that life throws at us. But what I'm saying is those things come to make us stronger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we say we're righteous, how would we know?
Yes.
To be
If we're not
Not
tested. Just like that time when someone came and was doing the most on story time, but we were reading about reasoning and passions. And if it had not been for that gentleman or whoever he was to do all the stuff, we wasn't able to be.
We got a real life example.
Yes, we wouldn't have been able to use reasoning.
Yeah.
We could have clapped back.
Yeah.
But we chose not, because we say reasoning, passion, Torah. All those things we need to justify the things that's in us.
Yes.
To make sure they're in us. Iron sharpens iron.
Yep.
And sometimes it looks like a person, the iron come looking like, a person arguing with you, but how you handle that, that's an iron. And listen, you might won the battle just by not saying nothing.
Yep.
Like, okay.
You don't always have to say anything.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes we just think iron is something, you know what I mean? Iron sharpen iron, like we teaching you. No, iron comes in storms, okay?
Yes.
And the Most High knows his children. He knows we do really good in the lecture.
Yes.
But that lab come up.
Yep.
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 That's it.
Yep.
The real
thing
how
come
we
out.
lie
Yes.
for the test.
be like, whoa.
Mhm.
Oh, see, I didn't know it was gonna come that way.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought you was
Snuck
going to
up
do it
on
another.
me.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come like it was written.
Right. I didn't know you was gonna do. You was gonna want me to do a presentation, get up and show my work.
Right.
I just thought I read it, and that's fine.
Yeah, we
And I believed it. So hey, I'm cool.
show your work.
Right. I didn't
Was
know
the
you wanted me
right
to
phrase.
show my work.
Yeah, he wanted us. He wants us to show our work every time, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
Live it out. Live it.
Live it
I
out.
need you to live it.
Help us,
Because I got
Father.
people looking at you.
Oh
Absolutely.
my goodness.
Ooh, and that a lot.
That's the hardest part.
Exactly.
Yes.
I was just about to say that. Let's be honest.
We
Right?
can read all day long. but
Absolutely.
when that test comes,
That
Doing our
test,
work.
like, ooh, okay.
Wow.
Levon, don't go off because story time. Sometimes that's enough to keep. Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
lie.
yeah,
No
yeah.
lie.
No, serious, yeah.
No lie.
Man, this is
All
good.
right.
Verse
13. Oh, no, 14.
14. If therefore you shall destroy him with which with so great labor was fashioned, it is an easy thing to be ordained by your commandment, that the thing which was made might be preserved. Now therefore, Yahuwah, I will speak, touching man in general. You know best, but touching your people, for whose sake I am sorry, and for your inheritance, for those cause I mourn, and for Yasharel, for whom I am heavy, and for Yaakov, for whose sake I am troubled. Therefore will I begin to pray before you for myself and for them, for I see the falls of us that dwell in the land. Okay, so what this part is saying to me is like all those questions that he was asking before. Well, why are you letting the wicked get away with all this stuff? And why are you letting our people suffer through all this stuff? And why are you letting, why is all of this stuff happening the way it's happening? Now, right here, he's like, he gets it.
Pray.
Yeah.
Instead of complaining about what's going on, I'm going to pray for
Yes.
myself and my people
Yes.
that are here going through this so we can make it through.
Verse 18. But I have heard the swiftness of the judge which is to come. Therefore hear my voice and understand my words, and I shall speak before you. This is the beginning of the words of Ezra, before he was taken up. And I said, O Yahweh, you that dwell in everlastingness, which behold from above things in the heaven and in the air, whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the hosts of angels stand with trembling, whose service is constant in wind and fire, whose word is true and sayings constant, whose commandment is strong and ordinance fearful, whose look dries up the depths and indignation makes the mountains to melt away, which the truth,
capital T,
witnesses. Oh, hear the prayer of your servant and give ear to the petition of your creature. For while I live, I will speak, and so long as I have understanding, I will answer. Oh, look not upon the sins of your people, but on them which serve you in truth. Regard not the wicked inventions of the heathen, but the desire of those that guard your testimonies in afflictions. Think not upon those that have walked vainly before you, fakely.
Yeah.
But remember them which according to your will have known your fear. Let it not be your will to destroy them which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught your Torah. Take no indignation that them which are deemed worse than beasts, but love them that always put their trust in your righteousness and glory. For we and our fathers do languish of such diseases, but because of us sinners, you shall be called merciful. For if you have a desire to have mercy upon us, you shall be called merciful to us, namely, that have no works of righteousness. For the just, which have many good works laid up with you, shall out of their own deeds receive reward. For what is man that you should take displeasure at him? Or what is a corruptible generation that you should be so bitter toward it? For in truth, there is no man among them that be born, but he has dealt wickedly. And among the faithful there is none which has not done amiss. For in this, O Yahuwah, your righteousness and your goodness shall be declared, if you be merciful unto them which have not the confidence of good works.
Basically, so when we talk about grace and mercy, because look, he is saying, take no indignation at those which are deemed worse than beasts, but love them always that put their trust in your righteousness and glory. So he's praying for the sinner and for the righteous, knowing they have to be separated. But remember, he's saying once they leave here, you can't pray for them.
Yes.
So he's trying to pray for them now.
Yes.
He said, don't kill them. But it's really nothing I can really say. So I'm just going to ask you, don't take out your anger on them. Like basically giving it. And that's he's kind of going in that vein. So he says,
but us sinners,
let it not be your will to destroy them which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught your Torah. He said, don't destroy the sinner, but still look on us who have taught the Torah. So he's like,
it's mercy.
Yeah.
He's asking mercy.
He's pleading
Yeah.
mercy.
Yeah.
Please have mercy.
yeah, please have
On your
mercy
creation.
on your yes. Well, at the same time, I know there are some, but there's only so much I can pray.
Yes.
Because it's their choice.
It's their choice.
It's only a certain way I can pray for a sinner. And like you said, I can't pray, make them stop. Because it's their choice. All I can ask is for some grace and mercy for them.
That's it.
That's all I
And
can
you
do.
doing that is so much.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's not even a little thing. Because first off, when you see someone living a certain type of lifestyle that your Torah don't agree with, not you don't agree with.
Right.
But the Torah don't agree with, for you to plead on their behalf with grace and mercy is a lot.
Yes.
That's saying a lot. You know, even though you think, well, it's just Father have mercy, but that's a lot.
Yes.
Because you know who ain't praying mercy? Himself. Herself.
Oh, they're not.
So they're not thinking about
not
grace
thinking
and mercy,
about it.
but they always, that's why you remember where we say, well, grandma prayed. You here because
Yes.
of grandma prayers.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that person is here because of you are interceding mercy on their behalf.
Yes. While they're alive.
While they're alive. While they have
they're
that.
gone.
Once they're
And
gone,
hence,
hands off.
that's why we look at some people who are not righteous, that their lives are so long. It's because someone is praying
for
that they
get it.
choose to get it right. Wow.
Because he says, for in truth there is no man, if I'm going to tell the truth, among them that be born, that he has dealt wickedly, and among the faithful there is none which has not done amiss. We've all done something. The only difference is we've turned back to you.
Absolutely.
We've all done something. So while I'm here,
that's right. And
I'm gonna pray.
And that's the whole thing about repentance.
Yes.
Is we all turn truly back to you. Not turning back to, I'm not going to do that no more, because that's not repentance.
That's
going back to the Father and going back to the covenant that was made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
We have to see them works.
We have to.
Yeah. And this still does not rule out, I just call it the Molly Walk prayer. But even then, he didn't ask for the man to be mollywopped.
He didn't.
No, he
He
didn't.
just said, "Don't let him come in here."
Yeah, that's all he
said.
said.
Yeah.
Don't let
Wow,
him come
that
in
is.
here.
That's all he
Yeah.
said.
But you gotta finish your sentence. You said this still don't rule out.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, if you have a enemy,
Yeah.
you still should pray against the actions of that enemy. Like, I need them to stop.
Yes, absolutely.
I need them to stop.
Yeah, that
or I
doesn't.
need you
Yeah.
to step in.
That don't mean like
Daddy
you
did that all the time.
overlook
What they're doing.
what they're doing.
Because right now, Ezra's thinking about his people. He said, we all done something, including himself.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to need, because remember, if you keep all this in context, he's talking about we all did something in our past, even me. Because this is the context he's praying in. This is not a wartime prayer.
No, absolutely.
This is we all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yah prayer.
Yes.
So, grace and mercy for my people.
Grace and
for
mercy
your people.
Absolutely. For your people.
For
your
people.
creatures.
For
yes.
your creatures.
That they would turn to the right side.
Mm-hmm.
They would come to you.
37. Then answered he me and said, some things you have spoken are right, and according to your words it shall be. For indeed I will not think on the disposition of them which have sinned before death, before judgment, before destruction. But I will rejoice over the disposition of the righteous, and I will remember also their pilgrimage and the Yeshua, or salvation, and the reward that they shall have.
Mm.
So that's everybody. That's a lot. You got a chance right now.
Yeah.
I'm a, you know.
Yeah, he said, I'm not going to look at what. Yeah.
Look away for a minute. You know, not look away. Look away. I said I don't see him, but
I'm not going to put my focus on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab on some space.
Yes, and I'm gonna focus on those that are living righteously. Because
yes.
Remember, for years before, when we were in Christianity,
that's what he did with us.
He did the same thing.
Yep.
Or when we were in not even Christianity, I only speak of Christianity because that's what I was into. But for you, it could be something else. Mm-hmm. But he still turned his head. Remember, he said he's going to
still kept us. Yeah, or winked.
Look away.
He said, I used to wink at that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to come a time, Ezra.
No
more winks.
No more winks.
And the word right here, when it said also their pilgrimage, just thought of the process of being sanctified and justified.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like
going
through
the
your process of becoming
who he ordained you to be.
Yeah.
Going through is better than getting stuck.
Yeah. Yes.
Whatever you do, don't stop going through.
Crawl do
something.
Whatever.
But don't be stuck in that mentally. Don't be stuck in it physically. Do not be stuck in it spiritually.
Yes.
Going through is better than being stuck.
Yeah,
just go through.
That you said that about crawling, or,
Yeah, whatever. Keep moving.
Because pilgrimage, that's what they sometimes have to do. Is to make it to where you want to be. Well, you got to crawl through it. You got to keep going.
Moving.
Keep moving.
Keep
forward march.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier when you know you're not moving by yourself.
Yes.
When you know that other people are on the pilgrimage towards the Most High and His commandments.
Yeah.
Yeah. And thing is, like, people always say, well, you ain't going through what I'm going through, but we still going through.
Through something. Everybody's going through something.
It's still uncertainties we're facing. It's still discomfort. It's still embarrassment. It's still all of it.
Yeah.
We all are going through. But the thing is, we're going through it together.
Mm-hmm.
My going through don't look like yours, and yours don't look like mine.
Nope.
But we're going through.
Yep.
Going through is better than getting stuck. No matter what, keep moving.
No matter what.
Keep your head up, because He's the lifter of your head, and keep moving.
Yes.
Verse 40. Like as I have spoken now, so shall it come to pass. For as the husbandman sows much seed upon the ground and plants many trees, and yet the thing that is sown good in his season comes not up, neither does all that is planted take root.
Mm-hmm.
Even so it is of them that are sown in the world. They shall not all be saved.
So I'm gonna plant a bunch of plants, but
And we see that in scriptures.
they're not all going to take root.
I mean, the biggest one was a picture of Judas, who was he was a seed and close to the plant.
Close.
Okay? real close to the plant.
Close.
And yet he did not make it. We gonna scarcely make it in.
Verse 42. I answered then and said, if I have found grace, let me speak. Like as the husbandman's seed perishes, if it not come up, and receive not your rain in due season, or if there come too much rain and corrupt it, even so perishes man also, which is formed with your hands, and is called your own image, because you are like unto him, for whose sake you have made all things, and likened him unto the husbandman's seed. Be not wroth with us, but spare your people, and have mercy upon your own inheritance, for you are merciful unto your creature. Then answered he me and said, things present are for the present, and things to come for such as be to come. For you come far short than you should be able to love my creature more than I. But I have oft times drawn nigh unto you and unto it, but never to the unrighteous. So he was basically saying, you know, I understand your heart towards my creation, but you're kind of talking like they mean a little bit more to you than I do.
Yeah.
I will always draw nigh to those who are right and upright, but never the unrighteous. I'm not ever.
That's right. Gonna draw, because in the unrighteous, it's not his image. He don't see himself in the unrighteous, so therefore he can't mirror himself. He can't align himself with the unrighteous. But if you are the righteous, because when he looks at you, he sees himself. He's always going to draw near to himself.
Yes.
He's always
he said, I love my creation. I created, but some people won't allow me to do it.
It's a sad reality.
Y'all see what it looked like when and I'm going to use the music industry as an example. You see a fresh face come on the scene, and they look vibrant, and you see the light in their eyes, and their gift is just flowing. It's like, oh, look at that baby. And then they start going to their parties, hanging around with the other folks. The light just dims, and they start looking dark. And then you don't look at them the same way. Where before you're willing to listen to them, you're willing to watch them, you're willing to do whatever, you're watching them every time they come on the TV because their light is shining. But as soon as they get, I don't want to see them turn it off.
Mixed up.
That's what the Most High be doing to us. As long as, like you said, he sees himself, he's looking. Soon as it gets dim and it turns off, and you start going in the direction of unrighteousness, turn it off. I gotta go. I can't even watch you.
Angel don't even want to hang out.
Can't even watch you.
Stay here with
he's like, can I go now?
You assign me to the dark person.
Can I go now? Your angel, like you all have a personal angel, and he'd be like, can I dip out?
Yep.
I ain't got time for this.
They ain't right.
And the Most I'd be like, nah, you gotta stay. Because you gotta bring me a report.
Every day.
Every day.
All the times I was in my folly, Father.
And listen, and all the times sometimes I'm still in it.
Thank you for your grace and your mercy. But I also thank you for the heart that you've given each one of your people.
Yes.
To choose you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because without that.
Yeah, think about it. Who would have just said, let's read Ezra 4. Let's read the book of Ezra.
Right.
Like my entire time in Christianity, I've never read Ezra. Never. Okay. I'm just telling you the truth. This is only a Yah thing to say,
Yes.
you know what? We're going to read the book of Ezra.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should read it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said it.
Yeah.
And I'm
it
like,
was just
Ezra.
on me. Yeah.
It's like, what is that?
Yeah.
But he takes, because he's given each person a measure of faith. A little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle here. But it's up to us to develop it.
Yeah.
To invest it so that it brings back and increases and multiplies. And when he sees that, then he goes, well, let me add my bit to the pot.
Let me put my anointing on it.
Yeah, let me add my bit to the pot.
Yeah.
And that's when we get the increase of what we're
Yes.
because that hunger and that thirst for righteousness and his presence, that's why we're getting blessed right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because remember when Ezra first, especially when it first was starting off, all we got was a bunch of people names.
Boy, that was it. And he begot he and he
big
boy.
Man.
Big boy.
Yeah. But now that we understand the significance and the importance of knowing that background,
yes,
it read different.
It does.
It read different.
And it's not. And now I don't have a. You know, I was scared, especially when she was talking about Maccabees. I was like, girl. I was like, let's read Habakkuk. I was trying to push Maccabees because I was so nervous about that I wouldn't understand it, and it was just going to be a book that I'd just be quiet about. And I was so nervous, and then I felt y'all like, you better get into this. You better read it.
But when you
and she was, and you told me, you said we're reading it and we're starting on the first day and on second day, and I was like, okay.
Sound like me.
But once we got into it, I was like, oh, this is not what I thought it would be. Okay, I do understand this.
See,
and
they scared us.
It scared us from yes. I was like, Maccabees, no.
Yeah.
I was nervous. And then even Ezra, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have something. I don't even know what that looked like. But now I'm like, what's another book I don't know? Come on, y'all, give me another one that I don't know. Because it blesses us so much.
Yes.
We really do get the increase of his understanding.
Yes. Verse.
Yes, Ranky. She goes, amen. Yes, I learned we are given an angel of ministry. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Tanisha. Good to see you, girl.
I have no idea where we at.
44.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, you're 44.
Yeah.
Even so, perishes man also, which is formed with your hands, and is called your own image, because you are like unto him, for whose sake you have made all things, and likened him unto the husbandman's seed. Be not wroth with us, but spare your people, and have mercy upon your own inheritance, for you are merciful unto your creature. Okay.
We're on 48. My bad, y'all.
48. Okay. So the last thing that the Most High said was, I have oft times drawn nigh unto you and unto it, but never to the unrighteous.
That's right.
In this also are marvelous. In this also you are marvelous before Al-Aliyah. And in that you have humbled yourself as it becomes you, and have not judged yourself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous.
Yeah, he has.
That's a very good lesson.
And we've seen that.
We saw that.
We saw that whole process.
Changed all the way up.
Yeah.
Verse 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Oh my God.
That is the biggest.
That's what's going on.
That's
that is
right
the
now.
biggest struggle.
No one is humbling themselves.
Nobody.
I always say this. Y'all know.
Pride is the biggest sin.
I be telling people, like, I get it. Because once I told you, like, humility for me was hard. It was a hard pill to swallow. Y'all know them big pills, them horse pills? I could not swallow humility to save my life. In fact, I was just drowning in the fact that I wasn't humbling myself. Because in my mind, I thought humility was a sign of weakness.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to bow down my head to nobody. I ain't doing that. Just the worst you can think is that's what it was.
Yeah.
And until y'all had to show me when you are humble, that's not a sign of weakness, baby. That's all power.
That's strength. It
That's
takes
strength to do that. And
Take
then,
a whole bunch.
so humility, if you think about it, it's like humility is the foundation. It's the wheels. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have yourself in a place of humility, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
He can trust you anywhere.
Yes.
Because you know it's not you, it is him, the Father.
Yeah.
But if you working in pride, he can't work with you.
Come on.
None of that is in his DNA.
Say it.
That's the DNA of somebody else.
Yeah. That's what they walk around talking about gay pride, really?
And it's such it don't make no sense.
You just
It really don't make sense.
Because basically they telling Yahweh, we're gonna throw it in your face.
Everything,
that's exactly what that is.
Everything that Yahweh put for a sign for his people, they snatched it and corrupted it.
Yes.
The rainbow is now a sign of pride. That was a reminder of his covenant to Yahweh.
Yes.
So now every time when somebody's rocking a rainbow, you think of gay pride.
Yeah.
I have my daughter in a rainbow shirt now, and she knows, oh, that's the covenant. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, let somebody ask.
Yes, it's the covenant. It's the reminder of that he's never going to flood the earth again. You know what I'm saying? That's our covenant. But even when it comes to pride, how can you sit there and make a whole month of it?
Yeah. A whole
month of pride. The very thing that he despises.
Yes.
I mean, that don't make sense to nobody.
No.
Even if I wasn't in the walk that I walk.
It don't make no sense.
It still don't make sense.
It don't make no sense.
You telling me 2 + 2 is 6. And you want me to believe that.
Yeah.
And on my hand, I can count. And I'm like, it's 4. But you want me to say 6.
Yeah.
That's how the world of darkness is.
Yes.
You know the answer, but you like.
And even if you're not LGBTQ RST, you still want to go hang out at the parade.
Yeah, I don't
They're
understand.
nice people. You don't see that whole group over there talking about they pedophiles with the little kid. You don't see that.
And they put it in your face.
Yeah, you don't see that, but you want to hang out.
Well, not everybody's like that.
That's what they did. I saw somebody posted that. I don't know who. I don't remember who posted stuff. But this guy went to the gay parade thing. It was like, you don't think it's appropriate for your child? No, it's important. He said, but there's people with no clothes on over there. There's men with no clothes on. Is that's okay with you?
There were some people that they are grooming their children.
Yeah.
And then there's some that don't understand that they're grooming and indoctrinating their children.
Yeah.
Yep.
Their kids see that and they remember that. Like it was, I see, whoa. I was looking at something. Don't ask me what it was. I fell asleep.
Okay, but you was looking at.
I woke up and it was these 2 teenage girls, a whole nother show. Come on, it was called Years After Years or something. This thing is so end times, it's crazy. So you know how usually, you come out to your parents, I'm gay. So this is what I'm thinking this girl's gonna tell her parents. She says, I am transhuman.
Huh?
What's a transhuman?
What?
Is that gonna be the new things when the fallen angels get here? Wait, then her and her friend decide. This is what happened this morning when I woke up. Her and her friend decide they're gonna get some money, go again behind their mama and daddy back, get on this big old ship because this ship was gonna give them the operation to make them transhuman.
What is
the
that?
one girl? She went first but when the one girl went first, when it was time for the second girl, she got scared. They took out her eye and stuck an eye in there, which was basically a digital camera, and was telling her, now you're digital. So basically, you're not a human. You went from human to digital.
So basically, you're describing the Borg from Star Trek. If you ever watched.
Okay, yeah, I don't know the Borg, but
I will. Okay, for you Trekkies out there,
I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. There was a race that was
a people race or
it was a race.
Okay, I'm thinking a race. Girl, I'm slow.
But they would go to different worlds. and assimilate all the people into the Borg. And the Borg, you were part computer, you were part part cybernetic, and then you were part whatever you were, whatever kind of alien, if you were human, if you were a Vulcan or whatever. Yeah. But you lost your part that made you organic, and you everything that
she became a computer. They turned her into a computer.
Yeah.
And then she couldn't control it because her eye kept moving. She was like, "Help me, help me!" And the mom was like,
Wait a minute.
What am I supposed to do?
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Listen, we gotta go because it's a whole Wednesday.
Oh.
And yeah, sorry, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we was getting into this.
Yeah, but it's called years after years or something like that. It's so in time, and the bank had closed up, took everybody money, all that.
Oh, it's in time for sure. All right. With that being said, y'all, we'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Okay. Thank y'all for tuning in to Storytime. Shout out to my sister Tanisha Rose. Good to see you, sis. Love you very much. Tell my nephew we said hi. Absolutely. I know, James. I know. Forgive us, sir. Remember that?
With the
I'm sorry. Men's meeting.
I'm doing it now, sir.
Shalom.
Shalom.